Hey guys, welcome back to Pilates Circuit. So if this is your first time doing this class, I do recommend you go back and watch the part 1, which is an exercise in Pilates breath and just a little introduction to some Pilates movement and how to incorporate the breath with the movement. Pilates breathing during this class is highly beneficial to the workout, so I do really highly recommend you watching that video and trying it first before you take on the full Pilates Circuit class. So today, a couple things that we're going to be needing for our workout: light weights. If you don't have weights, you can use household items like cans of food or jugs or something to that effect. If you can get something around this size, that will be the most useful. The other thing as an option today you can use is either a large inflated exercise ball if you have one, or a chair. Both are optional. You can do the work without it, but if you wanted a little bit of extra challenge, I do recommend either one. I'll be using the chair today because I don't have that exercise ball at my home, but if you do, that would be actually the most ideal. So today we'll be doing 3 circuits. Each one will have 4 moves in it, and we'll be doing each one for 45 seconds today. So let's go ahead and start down on the mat. We'll just do a little warm up and a little plank series to get our bodies and our cores nice and warm and the blood flowing. We'll start on hands and knees today. Let's get those fingertips spread nice and wide. Get those wrists right under the shoulders, knees right under the hips. And we're just going to start with a real easy side-to-side movement of the hips. Start to engage that breath just nice and easy. Breathing in through the nose and a little exhale through the mouth. Remember, when we're engaging that breath, we're lifting the belly, drawing it in, and lifting the pelvic floor. Let's go ahead and take that hip over and all the way back to the heels. We're going to circle in one direction 4 times, and then we'll come back and do the other direction. Last one in this direction, and then we'll switch. And let's come around into the other direction. Let's come back to center. We're just going to take those knees a little bit wider than the hips. Draw the big toes together. Reach fingertips to the corners of the mat. We'll press hips back to the heels. Stretch through the fingertips. Let that spine grow nice and long. Let those shoulders stretch. Draw the hips back and just rest the forehead on the mat. We'll take several breaths here. Let's go ahead and walk both hands over to one corner, and we're going to sit the hips back opposite the hands, get a little stretch through the side of the body. And I just want to take a moment here just to acknowledge the work you guys are putting in. I know it can be really hard to work out, especially when you're used to exercising on a schedule, in a group, in a fitness class setting. I know I've had a challenge with it too, so doing these videos has really helped me, so thank you for watching them and for being here with me. I think it's good for all of us, so good job. Let's go ahead and walk the hands in the other direction, opposite corner. Get those hips over to the opposite side and enjoy that side body stretch. Let's go ahead and just walk it back, take it back to hands and knees. We're going to go through a little spinal balance, starting with just a hold, and then we'll make our way into a little bit of flowing movement. Let's start just by reaching one arm forward, drawing it, extending through from the ear, fingertips spread. We'll take that opposite leg back, pressing the heel towards the back wall, Draw the belly in and just enjoy a few nice breaths here, starting to really engage that core. Let's do 4 more breaths, this time with a little movement. Draw that elbow and that knee together, and exhale, reach it back out. Inhale and exhale. 2 more. And last one. Let's go ahead and take it on the other side. Find that tabletop. We'll go ahead and take that opposite arm forward, reaching through the fingertips. Opposite leg draws back, pressing through the heel. We'll start with 4 breaths, just drawing breath to the center of the body and holding. And let's go ahead and take that movement. Inhaling, drawing the elbow and the knee together. Exhaling, reaching out. 3 more. And last 2. Last 1. Good job, gang. Let's go ahead and take those hands to the mat. We're going to take the feet, just planting the toes, curling them under, and taking it up into a plank position. We're going to do a little plank series here just to warm up through the core. So let's start just by walking those feet back towards, those hands back towards the feet. We're going to find a forward fold. Soften up the knees, release the crown of the head. Let's take that next breath in, start to soften the knees and roll up the spine. We'll lift the head, reach the arms out and up. On that exhale, we're going to dive forward. Take the hands to the mat. We're going to walk hands out and find a plank with a big exhale. Inhale, walk it back. Soften the knees, roll all the way up. Exhale, dive forward. Walk those hands out, taking that breath in, and exhale. Again, walk back. We'll do each move here 4 times, so we've got 2 more of these. Reaching up. Exhale, dive forward, and walk it out with a big exhale. 1 more here. Reach it up. Arms come up. Exhale, dive forward, and walk it out. Let's go ahead and walk it back again. We're going to inhale up. On that exhale, again, we dive forward, come back to our forward fold, walk it out to plank. This time we're going to hold that plank and do 4 rounds of knees to chest. So each knee is 1. There's 2. Last 2, and last 1. Let's go ahead and walk it back. Inhale those arms up. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, walk it out, and exhale. We're going to take those knees to the outsides of the elbow. So alternatively here, we could be on this knee and just bring the knees forward. Or we could be on the toes and just bring the knees to the mat if we don't want to hover. Otherwise, let's go ahead and just start to take that knee. We'll do 4 on each side. Use that breath. Last 2. Last 1. Let's go ahead and walk it back. Take that inhale. Reach those arms up. Exhale, dive forward, come back to forward fold. Inhale, walk it out. And this is our last one, guys. We're going to take that knee across to the opposite elbow, or alternatively, just take that knee to the mat and step it back. Let's do 4 on each side. There's 2. There's 3. And 4. Let's go ahead and drop those knees to the mat and press back to the heels. We're going to move into our first circuit, which will start on the mat, on the back side of the body. We'll start with abdominals today. So we're going to do 4 moves today in each circuit, in each of 3 circuits. So we're going to do an ab circuit, then we'll do an arms and legs circuit, and then we'll do something that has a little bit of everything in it, a little bit of arms, a little bit of legs, and a little bit of abdominals through the circuit. So we'll get to everything today. So we're going to start out just in a little crunch position. We can grab 1 or 2 weights. So 1 weight, we're going to be here, just doing a little crunch up. We can do 2 weights, just like this. Or we could even forego the weights and just make fists with the hands if we don't have the weights. We'll do that one for 45 seconds. And then we're going to make our way into a bridge pose. Arms are going to come out to the sides. Planting those feet back towards the hips. We're going to lift the hips up off the mat, squeeze those knees, keep everything in line. And we're just going to reach those arms right up into our vision. We'll do 45 seconds here. And then we'll come back up. Again, 1 or 2 weights is fine. We're going to move into that Russian twist move. So sitting back, so we're making those lower abdominals active. We can lift heels off the mat as an option or leave them. And we're just going to do a little twist from side to side. And then for our last move, we're going to go ahead and move back into that bridge pose. This time, arms are going to come up overhead. Weights can be in hand. Again, we can do 2 weights, or we could alternatively just do 1 weight, or we could do no weights and just do those fists. As we're bringing those weights up, we want to make sure we're strong in our bridge pose, and those hands are just coming right up into our line of sight and back behind us. So no further than that. Okay, gang, so let's go ahead. We are going to start with 45 seconds on the clock, just doing that crunch. Let's get ready and begin. Stay with your breath. We're not really moving the weight much at all. It's just a little lift, just enough to get a little bit of extra weight on that crunch. We've got 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Let's make our way into that bridge pose. Heels come back towards the hips, arms come out to the side. We're doing that fly move this time. For 45 seconds, get ready and begin. See if you can lift the hips a little higher. Make sure we're really squeezing through those glutes and planting the feet. We've got 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go ahead and take it back up to sitting. We'll move into that Russian twist. So let's go ahead and take those heels to the mat. We'll lean back, make sure we're not slouching into that. We really want to be nice and sitting up, but we do need to feel those lower abdominals start to engage. Heels can lift off the mat at this point if you'd like. Let's go ahead and start twisting side to side and begin. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job, gang. We've got one more left in this sequence. Remember, we're back to that bridge pose. Heels coming close in towards the hips. Arms are reaching back. We're just drawing those arms up into the vision. We are moving into a bridge pose here, so go ahead and find that position, and let's begin. Really squeeze those glutes. Press through the bottoms of both feet. See if you can get those hips a little higher for the last 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job, gang. Let's go ahead and place those weights aside. We'll take the knees into the chest. Just take a little rock from side to side. Let's go ahead and cross those ankles. We'll roll up to center. Let's cross those legs and just take a little walk out with those fingertips. Plant fingertips into the mat and press back to the hips. On that inhale, we'll walk the hands back. Take one hand behind that hip, the other hand comes across that knee. Turn the head just over the shoulder and take a little spinal twist. We can inhale, come back to center. Let's walk it over to the other side. Opposite hand comes across the knee, opposite arm behind the hip. Head turns, spinal twist. And let's bring it back to center. We'll come around onto hands and knees. Plant those hands just above the shoulders. Tuck the toes behind us. We'll lift and press back to the heels. Let's go ahead and walk the feet forward. Find that forward fold. We'll take that breath in, just rolling up the spine. Reach the fingertips out and up. And exhale, coming back to that standing pose. We'll move into some arms with balance this time. So we're going to do 4 moves here, 1 on each side. So let's grab our weights. We're going to start with a little chest press here. So the arms are going to be at those bent elbow, coming back to center. We're just squeezing together, doing that chest press. Legs in this one, options are to just cross one leg over the other, or we can just kind of draw that leg up in a little modified eagle position, or we can take that ankle across and open up that knee. Whichever position we're in, we're going to sit into a chair pose if we can. So if we're here, we're in this little curtsy squat, or we're in a little modification of an eagle pose, or we're here in this one-legged chair. Arms are going to come up, and we'll go ahead and do that chest press. Alternately, on the other side, same legs. Choose which way you want to go here. And then the arms are just going to come up into center here, and we're just going to do a little front raise. Just a little lift of those arms up. We're not completely extending the elbows, just a little lift. So let's go ahead and find that first leg position. We'll start with these, and then we'll go into the other two on the for the next one. So we'll do 45 seconds on each side. Let's go ahead and find that position. Find your leg pose, find your arms, chest press to start, and go ahead, let's begin. Find something to focus on to help with that balance. 4 45 seconds on one leg is a long time, so you want to make sure you're nice and steady. Nice job, guys. Keep at it. We've got 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Let's go ahead and move that to the other side with that little front raise. Take that leg across or all the way up or somewhere in between. Arms are going to come right to front, and we're just doing that little fist raise. Let's get ready and begin. Stay with your breath. We're strong through the core. It's hard to look down. You guys just keep looking straight ahead. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. And you probably will always find your balance is better on one side than the other. Next, we're going to go into a little kick and bicep curl. So we're going to take one foot up. Arms are going to turn so our palms are facing forward. We're just going to take that kick and curl. We'll do that for 45, and then on the other side, we'll switch it to a shoulder press. Same leg kick. We've got 45 seconds on each side. Let's get ready and begin. Make sure when we're kicking, we're not just flipping that leg out there. It should be nice and controlled. We're squeezing through the top of that leg. We're pressing through the bottom of the foot. Again, just keep that focus on something in front of you. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job, guys. Let's switch it to the other side, and we'll go right into that shoulder press. Lift that knee, arms come up, palms face forward. Get ready and begin. 'Stay with your breath. Keep drawing that energy all the way up from the bottom of the foot to the crown of the head. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice work, you guys. Let's take a little stretch to the floor. Let's take one leg back and find a lunge. Low lunge position here. Press through that back heel, line up the knee over the ankle. Let's go ahead and take a walk around. Find that saddle stretch, that wide-legged forward fold. Release the crown of the head. And let's walk it around to the other side, pivot that other foot, and find that low lunge on the other side. Let's go ahead and walk it back around to the front. We can heel toe those feet back to center. We're going to take that roll of the spine up, reach through the fingertips, and exhale. We're going to find our way back to the floor for this last one and do a couple of different exercises here. Let's find a weight if we've got one. We're going to start with a side plank position. So modification of your side plank would be to take this knee right underneath you, send that foot back, other leg comes all the way out, arm, wrist lines up right under that shoulder. We can draw that weight. We're going to bring it all the way up, and we're going to take a little curling motion here. So a little oblique curl. We're also getting a little arms in there, and we're also using that core strength. Alternatively, you can do this in a full plank. Feet can be staggered. We start with that arm up, and we're going to take a little bit of a twist here, a little bit of rotation, just to get a little bit more out of it. If you have the strength to do that in that full side plank. For the next one, we'll do the opposite side for 45 seconds. And then we're going to move into using either our ball or our chair, or we can do this just in a regular bridge pose. We're just going to take those feet to the chair and just do a little roll up and down with that bridge. Alternatively, we could take the heels onto that ball and just press into the ball as we lift the hips. For that next part of this, we're going to keep those hips lifted and just do a little marching. So we have, those are our choices. I have my chair pressed up against the wall over here so it won't move and like slide out from underneath me, so I do recommend doing that if you can. Otherwise, if you have a chair where you can just place your heels on top and let that be your challenge, you can do it that way too, or use that ball. Let's go ahead and get into that side plank. Either side to start, full or modified. We're going to take that leg down the mat. We'll go for 45 seconds. Let's get ready and begin. Make sure we're really squeezing that oblique, that side body, as we're curling. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go ahead and take it to the other side. Find your plank, either full or modified. Arm's going to start up, and we'll take that curl. 45 seconds and begin. Seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go ahead and find that bridge pose. Placing feet either up on your chair, on the ball, or just on the floor. We'll go ahead and just move into that bridge position. We're rolling up the spine and rolling it back down the mat for 45 seconds and begin. in that bridge pose, we're gonna march those feet. Get ready and begin. Keep those hips lifted. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go ahead and roll the spine down and draw those knees to the chest. Take a little rock from side to side. Let's go ahead and take that over onto hands and knees. We'll go through a little cat-cow stretch, just pressing the mat away, drawing the belly up and in, rounding the spine. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, lift tailbone, lift head and chest, and exhale. Let's do one more in each direction. Exhale and inhale. Let's walk those hands forward, tuck the toes, lift the hips, press back to that downward dog. Get a nice stretch there, maybe walk through the feet. Let's go ahead and walk those hands back towards the feet. Find that forward fold. Softening the knees, we're going to gently roll the spine up. Reach through the fingertips, get that big stretch. Let's take a couple of big breaths before we end today. Take that exhale, swoop down to the floor. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale. Inhale, reach. Let's do 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. And inhale. Let's get that big stretch through the fingertips. Send those hips forward, little back bend. Exhale, hands come to the sides. Before we go today, let's go ahead and just check that posture. Drawing that energy up through the bottoms of the feet. Drawing it up through the knees, through the legs, through the hips. Take that little hip dump. And then tip it forward. And then find your center. Get those shoulders right under those ears. Lift through the crown of the head nice and tall. Let's take one more big deep breath in. Reach the arms up. And exhale. Nice job today, you guys. Thanks for joining me again. Remember, if you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. My kids would tell you to smash that like button and break your tablet if you have to, so give me a little thumbs up. If you've got any feedback, you can leave it in the comments. And if you want more videos like this or would like to share them with a friend, be sure to subscribe to our channel, and we'll be back again with more videos. Have a great day, you guys. Thanks for joining me. See you later.